Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn the continuation of our chapter commodity market and our topic is commodities future market. So let's start learning what is commodities future market. It is an agreement to buy or sell a particular commodity at a future date, which means that it is an agreement which is agreed by buyer and seller that they will sell or buy a particular commodity at a future date and the price of that commodity will be fixed at the time of that agreement. Now the agreement is to sell or buy the particular product on a future date and now they determine the price toward that it should be sold or it should be bought. But the actual delivery doesn't take place right that time of agreement. And if you are considering its total impact, moreover, all the commodities future contract ends with actual delivery. But in some cases, the buyer or seller will opt out from that contract also. So sum total, it is a contract which is agreed at right now, but the transaction will not be taken place right now. It may be or may not be taken place at a future date. And if you are going to our portion, future commodity future market is an old concept and it has appeared in Kaushalya's Arthashastra and so many places, which means it is a traditional method which we are following, even though it is not at that name popular, but even though the concept is same. And if you are reading this, you can understand how this concept came to our nation and what are the items which were dealt in older days. The items was cotton, groundnut, groundnut oil, raw jute, jute goods, castor seed, wheat, rice, sugar. These are the materials which were engaged in commodities future market. And after the deregulation and liberalization of forex crisis in 1990s triggered the introduction of commodity market in India, and it is the history which is denoted in this portion. The long spell of prohibition had stunted growth and modernization of the surviving traditional commodity exchanges, which means that at a particular time period this modernization and also the prohibition of some commodities were drastically affected the commodities future market, even though it was survived because as you know that our nation is an agrarian country and we need very much this commodity future market. And this is described about the same history. And we are moving to forward markets commission. Forward Market Commission is the chief regulator of forward and future market in India. So, forward and future market in India is regulated by FMC or Forward Market Commission and it is headquartered at Mumbai, which means that headquarters is situated in Mumbai. And in 2011 these were the chairman of this commission and they are very important and milestone chairmans because they have initiated many especially which is milestone of commodity market were drawn by these two persons, and it is established in 1953 under the provision of Forward Contract Act. It consists of 2 to 4 members and all appointed by the Indian government. So it is established at 1953 and it is established with the law of Forward Contract Act and the members are numbered to 2 to 4 and they are appointed by the Indian government. And also currently there are 21 exchanges which is trading in India and 5 of them are national level exchanges, and this FMC falls under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution because futures traded in India are traditionally on food commodities. I think it's clear. And to advise the central government in respect of the recognition or the withdrawal of recognition from any association, these are their functions. Main functions of FMC are to advise central government regarding the withdrawal of the recognition of this association and also to keep forward market under observation. This forward market commission always keep an eye on this forward market and what all the things are happening in the market is noted by them and they will regulate it. And they also make recommendations regarding the improvement and well organization of forward markets. And also they undertake inspections on the account and other documents of registered association who are dealing with forward market, and also collect information, and also they publish the information regarding trading conditions of forward market, and it will be very helpful for those who are dealing with forward markets. And these are the powers of commission: summoning and enforcing the attendance of any person and examining him on oath. So they have enforcement power, and also they can go through the attendance of particular persons, and requiring the discovery and production of any document. If they need any document, if they want to discover any document, they can just inform to the particular person, and the person will be liable to discover the document. Also receiving evidence on affidavit: if they want any proof supporting that particular evidence given by the authority, they can ask that proof, and we are liable, that association is liable to proceed that evidence to them means FMCs. Requisitioning any public record from any office: if they need any public record for revising their, or for conducting their inspections, they can inform them that they needed it, and office is liable to submit that records. And regulatory measures: forward market commissions prescribe following regulatory measures: limit on net open position as on the close of an individual operator and at a member level to prevent excessive speculation. They also put a eye on speculation. So you know that forward market, this commodity market is dealt with the speculative motives also. So they have a control over speculation. So they have generated some regulatory measures to control this speculation. They have fixed a net open position and a close position. So within that limit they can do speculation. Above that limit or below that limit they cannot do any speculative activities. Imposition of margins to prevent defaults by members. So there will be a margin given. So it will avoid the number of defaults happening in this market. Physical delivery of contract and penalty for default delivery obligation. In some cases, which means that there is a chance to opt out from actual delivery even after agreeing to that contract. So in that cases, to ensure its surability, government will charge a penalty or a delivery obligation, which means if they are not physically delivering that product, they have to give penalty, or some amount of contract will be deducted from them. Legal and regulatory provisions for customer protection it is. Forward market commissioners pursuing increasing number of exchanges to switch over to electronic trading, clearing and settlement, which is more customer friendly. Which means that forward markets are now developing. They are developed through increasing the number of exchanges of which is dealing with forward markets, and they have switched to electronic trading, clearing and settlement system. It will be more customer friendly and more good. And commission has also prescribed simultaneously reporting system for the exchange following open outcry system. These steps facilitate audit trail and make it difficult for the members to indulge in malpractices like trading ahead of clients, etc. Which means that there are some initiatives taken by FMCs to control the malpractices, and also to encourage the persons who are engaged in this forward market. So some totally they are regulating it, but also they are ensuring the protection of customers. And the commission has also mandated all the exchanges following open outcry system to display at a prominent place in exchange premises the name, address, telephone number of the officer of the commission who can be contacted for any grievance. Also, this commission, Forward Market Commission, has mandated that our open outcry system should be displayed in a very important place of that exchange. Important place means everyone should be able to see that, which means a comfortable place that everyone can come and meet it. It should not be in the inner corners or like that. It should be in an open area, and also they should address the name, address, telephone number, etc. of the commissioner officer of the commission, If the customers or public have any grievance regarding this forward market, they can contact this officer of commission. So their address, name, or other contact details should be published. The website of the commission also has a provision for the customers to make complaints, send comments, etc. Also, this forward market commission has a website, and customers can go through that website for making complaints. If they have any suggestions, they can also tell it. Also, there are options to comment on the particular items of everything which is dealt in this forward market commission. And merger of FMC with SEBI. As of September 2015, Forward Market Commission has merged with SEBI. So now there is no Forward Market Commission. It is merged with Securities Exchange Board of India and henceforth be the sole regulator of both equities as well as commodities. So by this merger, SEBI become the regulator of equities and also the commodities. So in previous time, commodities were regulated by FMCs and equity were regulated by SEBI, and right now both are regulated by SEBI. And by this, we have come to the conclusion of this lesson, not lesson, this particular point. We have 2 or 3 classes for completing this commodity exchange, commodity market. So thank you.